We've been here for 2 years and we took over from the previous owners who'd been running it for 10 years before that. So it's been around for a while. It started because we were looking for a house.
Logical. Looking for a house, may as well buy a Christmas tree farm.
Might as well. This one came up as an off-market property and we thought it's a beautiful spot and we loved the land and we loved the idea of the Christmas tree farm. And so we took the plunge and this is now our side hustle.
Is there anything you were looking to get out of it other than a love of Christmas, obviously?
Do love Christmas. We are looking for something that gives us income as we get older and our priorities change, and this seems like a really wholesome way to earn enough money to keep us pretty comfortable. No one's grumpy when they come to the Christmas tree farm, so there's no real customer relations, which is great. We get a lot of people that this is their Christmas tradition and they have a photo every year at our Elfie stand and that's their Christmas card, or it's very important. That's something that we really love about the business. But in terms of running the business, we don't like marketing, we don't like accounting. So all of that is just not really what we want to be doing in the business. And so we don't really give it that much attention, which we probably should.
How do you guys think about the next stage in terms of the strategic things you might be able to do?
I thought something around Easter would be really cool, or things like Halloween I think is booming in terms of seasonal events. We'd love to do things for wedding and all that kind of thing. But they were all ideas and we'd kind of bring them up and then we'd go back and forward and then we wouldn't do anything about it and it all just seemed out of reach, I guess. But I used Riff the other day and put the business plan through Riff, and it came out with a full plan of how to get there, which I think was something that we didn't have before, and it made it seem really achievable, which I'm really excited by. It gave me a pretty good financial breakdown and I said, oh, that's probably out of budget or that's probably unachievable, and it scaled things back to be really realistic.
Have you tried using something like, say, ChatGPT or some of the other kind of tools available?
Yeah, that's where we started. Well, I started with ChatGPT. It gives you very generic ideas that are not really useful, I guess. So I would ask it, like, what should we do? And it would kind of come up with some relevant-ish things, but none of them were really specific to us. None of them were realistic, and I didn't get any sort of sense of how to implement any of them. So Riff was a really big step up from ChatGPT that really helped our business.
What would your advice be to anyone else that's maybe looking to start a side hustle? What would you like to have known when you were getting going a couple of years ago?
The best advice is to just do it, particularly if there is a clear business case that it's making, like you don't want to do something and then regret it because it's fallen apart. So if there is evidence that it is going to work, I think just take the leap and you'll figure out how to fit that into your life. Using Riff or any sort of planning tool is really, really helpful to turn it into something that you love that wasn't someone else's plan to begin with.